Connie, I felt a funeral in my brain, and mourners to and fro kept treading, till it seemed that sense was breaking through. And when they all were seated, a service like a drum kept beating, till I thought my mind was going numb. And then I heard them lift a box and creak across my soul. With those same boots of lead again, then space began to toll, as all the heavens were a bell, and being but an air, and I in silence, some strange race wrecked solitary here. And then a plank in reason broke, and I dropped down and hit a world at every plunge, and finished knowing then.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Late Horror Show. I am Dino, as always. 2 days in a row of some trivia. This one's going to encompass all of horror movies. So it's going to be fun, a little bit different. First one of those, I think I'm going to throw in a little mixed bag of questions from now on with some of these. Anyways, hello Connie, hello CM. Listen, I know it's every day. Go get your coffee, get something to eat. Check it out later. CM, what's going on? Phil Jones, how you doing, Phil Jones? Thomas Gordon, what's going on? John McGee, good to see you guys. Yeah. So, I'm going to just go ahead and, casual questions here. Some of these are pretty easy. I'm feeling good. I think this is going to be my night. I'd better realize. Good. Again, this is kind of a mixed bag of all kinds of horror movies. So you just really don't know what you're going to get. So it's definitely going to be fun. And definitely good to see you here. I better realize. Yeah. So, let me just start right off here. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe if it's your first time here to a trivia. Catch trivia nights all the time on the channel. That's for sure. That's for sure there. Mitch O'Tron, first timer. Hey, Mitch O'Tron, what is going on, Mitch? I will say Mitch, although I like Mitch O'Tron. But definitely good to see you here. Definitely give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, which you are. Hey, it's also Dave Plouffe. I think I'm missing one of your videos, Dave. I got to go back and check. I usually see every feed or when you post it on Facebook, but I'm going to have to go check that out. Oh, and the inspiration of Friday night's movie for all channel members and Patreon members. We are going to sit and watch. Dave threw this to me on Facebook and Messenger, and I saw this a long time ago. Death Spa. I saw this a long time ago, and I remember it's a fun, cheesy slasher horror movie, and it will be a fun Friday night for sure. People, leotards, spa, slashing. Listen, it's going to be a fun time. Cyberpup, what is going on? Jumbotron. Okay. With that said, let me throw out a quick question really quick here to get us started, get the feel of what these questions are going to be like. First question is New Line Cinema. We all know New Line Cinema, if you're from the 80s especially, right? New Line Cinema became a successful film studio following the success of what 80s horror franchise? Was it A, Friday the 13th, B, Halloween, C, A Nightmare on Elm Street, or D, Hellraiser? Which one? New Line Cinema. This is going to be easy. It should be easy. It kicked it all off. The VHS home marketing. Yeah, A Nightmare on Elm Street. There you go, Phil Jones. Good for you. Hey, pup. How was the appointment? Yeah, hopefully everything's going good. Leanne Richey, coming to bed with bats. What's going on, Leanne? Good to see you. Raphael is here. Good to see you. Phil Jones gets the first point. Yes, it is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Kicked it all off. Let's see how you do tonight to hear Raphael. But yes, it's Nightmare on Elm Street. C, known as the house that Freddy built. New Line Cinema was founded back in 1967 by Robert Shea, but mostly distributed films before actually producing the first A Nightmare on Elm Street movie in 1984. The iconic supernatural slasher introduced the famous Freddy Krueger character, who was played by former stage actor Robert Englund. He would play Freddy in even more films in the franchise, including 2003's Freddy versus Jason. So there you go. Phil Jones gets the first point tonight. Good to see everybody. Bubba with a wave. Bubba. Waving back and forth, Bubba. Bubba, did you look into that headset yet? When you do, you're going to have to email me or whatever. If anybody's got a VR headset out there, let me know. We'll go sit in a movie theater and we'll talk and we'll watch. We'll sit in a lounge. We'll do some karaoke. Listen, there's a whole mess of things we could do. I need some friends on VR. So an Oculus is pretty darn cheap. Ryan69, good to see you back. Emily is in a lot of pain when I talk to her. Hopefully Emily's doing okay today. Good to see everybody. So second question. Let's keep it moving. Who was originally considered for the role of Jack Torrance in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining? Was it A, Robert De Niro? Was it B, Harrison Ford? Was it C, Robin Williams? Or was it D, all of the above? Isn't there a story about Robert Englund, Mark Hamill in Star Wars or Nightmare or something? Says I'd better realize. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, not sure. Let's see. CM says B. Rafael Rosario says D. It is D. Dave Blue Faces B. So Rafael gets his first point for tonight. It is all of the above, believe it or not. All of them. Robert De Niro, Harrison Ford, Robin Williams were all considered for the role of Jack Torrance in The Shining. Stephen King, who wrote the 1977 novel that The Shining was based on, rejected Robert De Niro, Harrison Ford, and Robin Williams for the lead in the 1980 film adaptation of his bestseller. He is also disapproved of Jack Nicholson, preferring Jon Voight, Martin Sheen, or Michael Moriarty instead. However, Kubrick insisted Nicholson star in his film alongside Shelley Duvall and Danny Lloyd. Steven Weber played Jack in the 1997 miniseries, also titled The Shining. I think Jack Nicholson was... You never know how people will play the role, but I definitely can't see Martin Sheen. Jon Voight, I don't know. It depends how he plays the role. Robert De Niro, I can't see it. Harrison Ford, neither. Or maybe Robin Williams. I could see if Robin Williams slimmed down, it got real kind of, because the character's got to be, just kind of a decrepit soul, that's really suffering. Anyways, on to the next question here. I was rejected for the role also because I was 10, says Dave Buffet. That sounds about right, Dave. Yeah. They wanted somebody older, I guess. Harry Scott, what's going on? Good to see you. Hey, impromptu stream. Feel free to ask me any questions too if you want. I'm not sure if you have any questions for me, but open forum if you want during the bits of questions here. Feel free to ask me anything, man. How about that? Ask me anything. Favorite horror movie? What I have for lunch today? Whatever. Um, I agree with you on that, Dino. Yeah, exactly, Connie. With that said, I'll do another question, but listen, yeah, if you guys got questions, why not throw them out my way? Me and Dave will be doing. Is it this week? No, not this week. The next week? No. Anyways, I'll find out. I'm a little lost. What film was the fifth installment in the Conjuring universe? The fifth installment. The fifth installment. Was it A, Annabelle Creation, B, The Nun, C, The Curse of La Llorona, or D, The Conjuring 2? So which one was the fifth installment? Fifth installment. Was it Annabelle Creation, B, The Nun, C, The Curse of La Llorona, or D, The Conjuring 2? Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Dave. Phil Jones, I think, has the correct answer first. Let me see. Well, I got questions too. So Phil Jones did get it first. Let me see. I'll go back. Let's see. None. Phil Jones. Yes, Phil Jones gets his second point this evening, and I will answer that question from both of you, Dave and I'd better realize. First, the answer is The Nun is the fifth installment of the Conjuring universe, following the mega success, both financially and critically, of James Wan's The Conjuring 2013. New Line Cinema, owned by Warner Brothers, churned out an entire franchise of films somehow connected to the original Conjuring film. These titles include Annabelle 2014, The Conjuring 2 2016, Annabelle Creation 2017, The Nun 2018, The Curse of La Llorona 2019, Annabelle Comes Home 2019, and The Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It 2021, and so on. Hey, Ian Sharp, what's going on? The Conjuring, the first movie was pretty darn good. Okay, so let me get to this. Let's see. I Better Realize says, Dino, who would make a good Phantom of the Opera in a new movie? A new movie? A new movie. You're going to make me still pick somebody, new actors and Boy, I tell you, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd better realize. Let me get back to you. I'm more suited for Dave's question. Addams Family or Munsters, Dino? You know what? It's a shame because that's a tough one too. The Munsters, the Addams Family's got a bigger type of franchise attached to it, Dave, and I love the Addams Family. And there was very little Munsters. We did get the Rob Zombie Munsters. Oh God, did we? But I have to say, probably, I'm a Munsters guy. I just, yeah, something about Fred Gwynn and everybody else there. Yeah, I love it. Eddie Munster, come on, can't go wrong with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks for Phantom of the Opera. See, I mean, I was going to go old school. I mean, John. See, a lot of these actors are getting a little bit too old. Like Tom Hanks, he could pull it off as Phantom of the Opera, but you'd probably want to go with somebody a little bit younger, start fresh, you know, work from that. And I really don't know a whole mess of these younger actors out there right now. So yeah, I have to pass on that question. I don't know. Um, do you have pants on, says Cyberpup? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I'll prove it. Here we go. Yeah, I got. Uh-oh. Can I prove it? Here we go. I got pants on. See? Got pants on. There you go. You got me. The camera went out because there's so much static in the rug that lightning went from here to the computer. That's not good. That's not good. I can't blow out my computer. Not a bad film. The Spanish La Llorona is very good. Yeah. I heard that, and I did not see that though. The Conjuring is the new Amityville. Yeah, I better realize. Jim Carrey. You know what? Jim Carrey probably wouldn't be a bad Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, right. I almost fell over. I shocked the. Anyways, the static is crazy. I think it's me. I think I carry such a large volume of electricity throughout my body. I mean, I'm shocking everyone, man. Scooby Doo. Ezra Miller says Mitcheltron. Okay. Um, Eddie Munster. Yeah, Munster's good. I watched 20 minutes of Rom Zombie's Munsters and had to turn it off. He needs to stick to the music. Yeah, you're not supposed to. I don't know. I'm not even saying nothing. Yeah, Munsters. Yeah. Munsters were on Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. for 2 episodes growing up. I first saw the Addams Family in my late teens. Yeah. I think I just have more of an attachment to the Munsters. And hell, I mean, just good stuff. Let's see. Tom Hanks would have to be an old Phantom. Yep, that's what I was saying. I like Gomez. Yeah, Burst. Inserts slacks emoji here, says Luke Evans. Man, maybe. Hi, boy donuts and Donald Duck apple juice. Yes, for Denny. There you go. Okay, another question. Here we go. Let's get to another question. Again, I posted this pretty late. Wasn't sure if I was even going to go live today, but I figured, what the hell. So yeah. So anyways, next question is, The Tribe and the Thirst were sequels to what 80s vampire classic? The Tribe and the Thirst were sequels to what 80s vampire classic? A, The Lost Boys, B, Near Dark, C, Fright Night, or D, The Hunger? The Hunger. There's a film. David Bowie's Baja's at the beginning, the soundtrack. Fantastic. Anyways, A, Lost Boys, B, Near Dark, C, Fright Night, or D, The Hunger? Thank you for doing this, Dino. Well, thank you, Connie. Thank you for being here. You got to churn out that content. You got to do what you got to do. You got to live by van down by the river. Anyways, getting out of hand there. First person, she gets it. CM is on the board. Yeah, it's Lost Boys. Lost Boys. How about that? Let's see. A lot of people said C and D. Near Dark. If you would have heard from me, I would have talked about those two movies over and over again if it was a sequel to Near Dark, because you know how much I love Near Dark. But yeah, no, CM got it. It's A, The Lost Boys. Although the Lost Boys character David, played by Kiefer Sutherland, was intended to star in this sequel to the 1987 Joel Schumacher film, tentatively titled The Lost Girls. The idea never came to fruition, nor did other attempts at a Schumacher follow-up in the 90s. In 2008, Corey Feldman as Edgar Frog returned for the direct-to-video standalone sequel, The Lost Boys: The Tribe. And he also starred in its 2010 sequel, Lost Boys: The Thirst. There you go. So CM on the board with 1 point. Phil Jones with 2. Raphael with 1. Very cool. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Mm-hmm. Not sure, CM. I'm sure busy at work. Busy at work. Busy at work. Anyways, next question. Unless you guys got a question for me, I will go on to the next question. Here we go. What is the career of the main character, Patrick Bateman, in the 2000 film American Psycho? A, investment banker. B, car salesman. C, lawyer. Or D, gourmet chef? Was he A, investment banker, B, car salesman, C, lawyer, or D, gourmet chef? Boom. When I talked to her, she was good. Well, that's good to hear, Connie. Stockbroker. Let's see. Who got it first? Let's see. I'd better realize the stockbroker. And stockbroker is the same as investment banker. So I'd better realize gets a point. I'd better realize. There you go. Point to you right there. You're missing nothing, Phil. I haven't seen it. Wait. Sorry. Who said that? CM? Americans. Well, you know, I remember it being very good. That was a very good movie. But I could go back and watch it and say, this is lousy. So maybe on second watch it is pretty bad. I don't know. I remember it being good, but I haven't watched it since it came out, and that's 23 years ago. Jesus criminy. While keeping up appearances as a wealthy New York investment banker in the year 1987, Patrick Bateman, Christian Bale, has an alternate psychopath ego that terrorizes coworkers and his sexual partners with various kinds of weapons. American Psycho 2000 was only the second feature film by Canadian director Mary Herron, who co-wrote the screenplay with Guinevere Turner, who also has a small role in the cult film American Psycho. It's a cult film. People. Book was better, says Ian Sharp. There you go. CM says, I hated it. I'd better realize also says the book was better. No, it's not better. Says, okay, so it was so long ago. Anyways, yeah, so terrible movie, I guess. People like it. What do I know? Okay, next question. Here we go. Next question for you guys. What was the first feature film that was based on a Stephen King book? What was the first feature film that was based on a Stephen King book? I'm not even giving you A, B, C, or D. Go. I think everybody knows the first one. What was the first feature film that was based on a Stephen King book? So there you go. J.M. Brink. I wanted to hate American Psycho and couldn't stop watching it. Interesting. Interesting. Well, yeah, that's why I said I've got to go rewatch it just because I don't know. Was one of Bateman's victims LOL? CM was. Christine says I'd better realize, and CM says Carrie. And guess who got it right? Carrie. CM gets her second point. Good job, CM. Cyberpup says Cujo. Cujo, I do believe Cujo was the second film adaptation after Carrie. I know it was his follow-up book. Anyway, Silver Bullet. Who knows? I could, but yes, Carrie is the answer. Based on Stephen King's first published novel, Carrie, 1974, Brian De Palma directed the supernatural horror film of the same name in 1976, making Carrie the first big screen adaptation of a King story. With a screenplay by Lawrence D. Cohen, Carrie won over critics and audiences, even earning Oscar nominations for its stars Sissy Spacek as Carrie and Piper Laurie as her mother, Margaret. There has since been several other films and musicals based on Carrie. So there you go. Silver Bullet, a great movie. CM, you got 2 points, tied with Phil Jones. So there you go. Duel was a TV movie, says Ian Sharp. Interesting. Duel was a TV movie. Good for you. Ian Sharp knows his stuff. That's why he's Ian Sharp. He's sharp. He's quite sharp. Right, Ian? Moving on. King came out swinging with Carrie. Gruesome mom. Yeah, the mom scared the living daylights out of me. It kind of hit home, too. Yeah, I'm like going, Mom, wait. Oh, it's a nightmare. No, it's a movie. It's real. What's going on here? I don't know. Yeah, anyways. Moving on. Duel was genius, says J.M. Brink. There you go. I should go get a Yoo-hoo. I need a Yoo-hoo. Chocolate water is what it is. Says Ian Sharp. Come on. Give yourself a pat on the back, Ian. Come on. You can do it. Okay, so next question. Here we go. Gregory Peck's son. We talked about this during the Omen review on the channel. Gregory Peck's son committed suicide almost exactly 1 year before the release of which of his films? A. Oh, I just said the answer. What is wrong with me? We're going to skip that. It's Omen. It's Omen. What the hell did I come out? Is that because I talked about it under the okay? Anyways, Jonathan Peck, a TV reporter, and a 30-year-old son. It's the Omen. So we'll skip it and go on to the next question. But I'll read this. 30-year-old son of Oscar-winning movie star Gregory Peck took his own life on June 26, 1975, just over 3 months before filming of The Omen began. Thought to be one of the most cursed movie sets in cinema history, The Omen director Richard Donner was forced to make changes to the film due to the fears of those working on it. The Omen opened in U.S. movie theaters on June 25th, 1976, June 6th in the U.K., which we touched on the channel. Dang, I could have gotten that one. Dino, drink water. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go get a Yoo-hoo. I'm going to go sip on a Yoo-hoo. Oh, geez. Got to watch the static. So I will be right back, and I am wearing pants. So, I'll keep talking to you guys. Going in the fridge. Going in the fridge. Got to get a Yoo-hoo. Got to shake it up. Shake it up. You need to shake the Yoo-hoo really good in order for it to get nice and chocolatey, so it's not total water. That's why this host cracks me up. He can laugh at himself. Well, you gotta laugh at yourself. Listen, I need a Yoo-hoo, man. What are you gonna do? It's chocolate water. Chocolate water. I love Yoo-hoos. Schultzy, what's going on? And again, Kogpan. Kogpan am I saying that correctly? Kogpan. Yeah, Dino taking a break. Yeah, no, listen, this is as casual as it comes. We can all take a short nap if you want. Put our heads down on the desk. Everybody put your head. Remember in school when you would do that? Let me take a drink here. Tell you, good stuff though. CM, shake vigorously. Yes, like the medicine. Yoo-hoo is bussin'. What the heck? Yeah, good to see you, Pan. I'm just going to call you Pan, just for shits and giggles. I know you did, Connie. I'm out of water bottles, and I'm not going to put a big jug here. So usually I have a Yoo-hoo on hand, but I didn't this time. Anyways, good to see you, Pan. Yes, I remember when we were all young and the teacher would say, everybody put your heads down in elementary school and we'll all take a short nap. It's like, what are you talking about? Who the hell is going to thumbs up 7-Up? What? Thumbs up 7-Up. Oh, how many? Oh, 21 thumbs up. Yeah. Love Your Creature from the Black Lagoon poster. Have that on VHS, one of the cheap treasures. Thank you. Yeah. I've got the whole room covered. I've got, Dracula here. You can see the Mummy, the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, the Black Cat, Frankenstein. I've got Arsenic and Old Lace over there. I've got the Maltese Falcon up over there. So yeah, I've got quite the posters hung up on the wall. Dino has played hundreds of trivia nights and never scored a point. That's true. That's true. That sucks. That sucks for me. I can't believe that. That's actually that's ridiculous, if you ask me. How about another question, you guys? Phil Jones and CM both in the lead. Be right back to trivia. Good mix tonight. Okay, so here, another question. Let me give you another question. Oh, 7-Up. That's right. With where you put your head down on the desk. No. That was a game we played in grade school, laying your heads on the table, and then you had a thumb up, and if your number was pressed down, you had to guess who did it. That's right. I remember that day, Blueface. 7-Up. 7-Up. Oh my God. That's taking me back, man. Holy Moses. Smell the roses. I know. People are going, is this a horror trivia or what is it? No, I came on. You guys, you kind of just hanging with me tonight. But here's the next question. Here we go. In the 1990 film Misery, and Misery loves company, so we're all hanging. Hi, boy donuts. In the 1990 film Misery, how does Kathy Bates' character break the ankles of James Caan's character? A, with a typewriter, B, with a crowbar, C, with a sledgehammer, or D, with a Bible? Interesting thought. Let's see, never played that game. Yeah, listen, Connie, yeah, that's kind of old school. That's old school. School. Oh, I can't even talk tonight. Hey, John Victor. Hey, WWM. What is going on? Stay tuned. Dino's going to go get his lint brush out later, says Leanne Roche. Do I need a lint brush? Maybe for my, this is a wool hat. It's a Kangol hat. So I mean, maybe you see some lint. I don't know. Let's see. Phil Jones comes in first. Yes, Sledgehammer. Mm-hmm. Call my name. Although it is Sledgehammer C. So Phil Jones, you go in the lead with 3 points with a Peter Gabriel hit song. Man, I'm belching. I need some Tums. What's going on? Ooh, Terrible D has made it into the house. Oh, good to see a Terrible D. She used a Peter Gabriel single. I like it, Terrible D. I like it. Your hat looks exceptionally sharp tonight, Dino. Thank you, CM. Much love to you. I've got an order kind of like a newsboy, kind of black newsboy. I've never had one before, but it's on order. I'm gonna see how it looks. You might see. I love this hat, but you might see a different hat coming soon, and I'll switch them out. That film creeped me out so much I could never go near it again. Interesting, J.M. Brink. So yes, it was Sledgehammer. Although the Sledgehammer scene is the most brutal scene in Rob Reiner's psychological thriller. Rob Reiner, Meathead from All in the Family. Misery, the 1987 Stephen King novel in which the film is based, was even more gruesome. No. Stephen King's novel was even more gruesome. Rather than a sledgehammer, the character of Annie Wilkes cuts off the foot of author Paul Sheldon with an axe before cauterizing his ankle with a blowtorch. Oh, Kathy Bates won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her infamous role. So there you go. The book was even worse. Chop it off with an axe and then cauterize it with a hot, blowtorch. Unbelievable. You think we don't do trivia fast enough for y'all hanging around long enough you can listen to Dino and Dave talk gardening? Yes, Dave, you got the link. I should send you the link. You can come on and talk gardening. You want to jump on? Listen, I'll send I'll put the link in the chat. I'll change it up on a flip of a dime. I love the Three Stooges hats when they had press, and then Curly had with pull. Yeah, I remember that. Leanne Roche. Question for Dino. What is that question? Hold on. Question for Dino. Leanne Roche. I would like to know, who do you think is most beautiful both inside and outside of horror? Who is the most beautiful both inside and outside of horror? Oh, you're asking some tough questions tonight. So throw horror out the door. Just forget about it. It's done with. It's over. Let's not even worry. It doesn't exist. So comedies, drama, whatever. I guess anybody in particular. Who do you think is most beautiful both inside and outside? Again, you ask a question that I think I would really, really have to think, because there's a lot of people doing good. Do I immediately go to a woman when you're talking beautiful both inside and outside? Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking. But then I'm trying to think, what actress right now, because I just immediately go to actress. Like, who stands out to me as doing a lot of good work, oh gosh. Ruh-roh, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, listening in the background. Okay, sounds good, Pan. Listen, Pan, if this is your first time, man, this is so off the cuff. It's not even funny. And I'm still trying to think of I'm still trying to think of this question. There's a lot of can I say it? There's a lot of a-holes in Hollywood right now. Um, so it's really hard to kind of look at, and that's sad that nobody kind of stands out to me as being the most beautiful inside and out. I mean, I'm sure I could figure this out if we weren't streaming and you gave me a few, but my mind's just going to different people. Betty White. Well, Betty White's dead. Ethel Merman. Long time ago, Rover. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Um, listen, I would have said Mia Farrow a long time ago. She's still around. Uh, she was both beautiful inside and out, but we're talking decades ago. And since I found out that she's might be a little, I mean, who knows? There's things, but Riff baby, loving it. Betty White, good answer. Leanne, Betty White's passed on, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Betty White's passed on. Yes, she's gone. So it doesn't matter, good or alive. Um, because I tell you what, Abbott and Costello did a whole heck of a live. They were beautiful inside and out. They did everything for charity. They died brokeless. Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis. She said outside of horror. Elvira. Well, I don't know how much charity work. See, I'm confused by the question in a way. You guys are all asking or mentioning Cassandra Peterson. Yeah, a cool person. Yep. Raising my hand for Betty, alive or dead. Yes. Well, there you go. Mm-hmm. Dolly, says Cyberpup. Dolly Parton. Could it be Dolly Parton? Listen, I'm moving on. Good question. Catwoman, all of them. Thomas Gordon. Leanne, continue to. They died brokeless. Laughing my ass off. Laughing your ass off. J.M. Brain. Well, I'm not sure. Am I just reading into that wrong? You can't lie. I mean, you can't laugh your ass off at them dying broke. They died broke because of all of the hardships they had and the charities that they gave to. They didn't want the money. They gave it to charity, and they ended up passing on as yeah, broke. Loved Mrs. Crabtree. Mrs. Crabtree. I love the episode of Little Rascals where they have that little thing there, the school teacher, and there was a carnival coming, and there's that little toy that they sat on. Anyways, please, next question. Connie Clary says, "Oh, Connie Clary, getting." Yeah, okay. Paris Hilton, Leanne Richey. Listen, she's beautiful, but yeah, no, I'm going to move on to the next question for you there, Connie. Like most 70s rock bands, you said they died brokeless. Brokeless? Did I say they said? Okay, if that's what you meant. No, it was how you said it. Total respect for what they did. Yeah, okay, yeah. In these streams, I tend to not speak words clearly, so it is what it is. Nev Campbell, I'll just give you okay. So Nev Campbell, you guys see, I'll just give you the answer. LOL. Nev Campbell, beautiful inside and out. The number one person, huh? Anyways, okay, so let me move to the next question. I did see a video of Paris Hilton the other day, and still looking beautiful. I mean, she's got to be in her 40s. Yeah, I'm not sure how old she is right now, but Next question. Here we go. Keeping it going. Phil Jones with 3. How about that? Well, Connie is tied with me. Very cool. Nev Campbell. I'm going to have to see what she's doing. Anyways, in 2021, what film topped the Writers Guild's list of the 101 greatest screenplays of the 21st century? In 2021, what film topped the Writers Guild 2021 of the 101 greatest screenplays of the 21st century? Was it A, Hereditary, B, Shaun of the Dead, C, The Babadook, or D, Get Out? I think they gone local. They gone plumb crazy. They gone out of their minds is what they've done. There Will Be Blood. Oh, what a movie. Paris Hilton, 41 years old. Okay. I thought maybe a little bit Casablanca. Well, listen. Dave Plouffe throwing out obvious 101 Dalmatians. You guys are saying better movies than what the answer is. I do believe CM, you got it first. CM gets another point with 3 in the lead with Phil Jones. Yeah, listen, Get Out. Dave Plouffe, Rare Window. Those are all way ahead of this one, right? Was trying to get you off the question. It sounds good, Connie. Thank you. No, listen, I'm just riffing tonight. I'm hanging out with you guys, having fun. That's why I said bring on whatever if you got a question, ask me. I'm not usually in this kind of a mood where, I'm just ask me a question, whatever. I'll try. Leanne's hit me with a couple tough ones. Air Bud, no Rover. Psycho. Carl Carnegie. I love this channel. No answers, just love and gratitude for what you do, sir. Much love, Carl. Thank you, Groot. Thank you, Carl. Much love to you. So CM's got the point D. Yes, it is Get Out. Get Out, D. Written and directed and co-produced by Jordan Peele, who rose to fame as a comedian on Mad TV. And Key and Peele, 2017's Get Out cemented its legacy when, in 2021, the Writers Guild of America ranked it number 1 on its list of the greatest screenplays since 2000. I'll give them that. There's no possible way. I'll continue. Other scripts that made the list included Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 2004, at number 2. The Social Network, 2010, at number 3. Parasite, which is the Korean horror film, 2019, at number 4. And No Country for Old Men, 2007, at number 5. Very cool. Very cool. They had to say 2000 and on because it would never have made any list if they included the entirety of moviedom of Hollywood movies. Get Out is a movie that I didn't particularly. I'm not a big fan of Jordan Peele. Us, I think, was even better than Get Out, but I didn't. Get Out, maybe a 7 out of 10. Okay, so it's an all right movie. Us, another Jordan Peele horror movie, I think is even better than Get Out, but 7.5, not by much. But listen, I'm not a real big Jordan Peele fan, plain and simple. That's all I got to say about it all. What was your favorite? Oh, here we go. Oh, Dave Plouffe. What was your favorite class in high school? Was it because of the subject or teacher? Oh my God. There's two. Okay, so in elementary school, yes, in fourth grade, I had a teacher, and this was right out of the Wonder Years. If you know the series, The Wonder Years, it was that in its entirety. I in fourth grade fell head over heels for my female teacher, who was named Mrs. Cochran. Mrs. Cochran. She was beautiful. I'm in fourth grade. I'm like, wow, my teacher's beautiful. Later that summer, she ended up getting married. She came back in fifth grade. I still had a crush on her, but what happens to boys? Her last name changed from Cochran to Hancock. Cochran to Hancock. So, how the cock in the name goes with who? Listen, I don't know. I have for many years have thought that was odd that her original name and then she got married and her name still had that in there. Weird. But like most kids, I thought I had a chance, maybe. I don't know, in fourth, fifth grade. And I seen her and she got married and she told the whole class about it. Oh, she was so fickle. She was so fickle talking about her wedding and everything. And I was just sitting there going, and me and my couple buddies went, she's taken now. And I'm like, oh, like we had a chance. Like we had a chance. What's going on? Anyways, Cochran to Miss Hancock. And I'll never forget her. But there was also a teacher who I really liked in high school who taught art. And yeah, but in high school it's a little bit different. But anyways, we'll keep going on. She got married to another guy. Disturbing. So interesting question there, Dave. Pretty good bit of word story, but very compelling. Let's see. Love seeing Rear Window and Vertigo in the chat. Hitchcock films. Listen, yeah, Rear Window, Vertigo too. Great movies. Rear Window is. I mean, it's tough, but I think Rear Window is my favorite Alfred Hitchcock film. Question: any Hammer movies for movie night, Dino? Connie says, any Hammer movies? Connie, see, the thing is, I could play all kinds of movies. I could hit Hammer movies, but we have every Friday, and we'll see when I run out of the fun ones. I'm not saying Hammer horror isn't fun, but Hammer horror is serious horror, and there's not a whole lot of comedy in Hammer horror films. So I like that we can kind of riff on the movies and have fun and our fun little GIFs on the side for movie nights on Discord. So I think that's where I'm going when we get to movie nights, So listen, I could put many serious ones in there, but I choose not to. That one class where I got zapped by an electric outlet. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. That's not good. Hugs, JLR. Hugs. What's going on? Okay, got dumped. I know. Just asking. Vertigo. Gotcha, Connie. Vertigo. Notorious Rebecca. It's three-way tie for me. No rear window in there. No rear window in there for CM. Huh. Interesting. Moving on to the next question. With Phil Jones and CM in the lead. What is the question you wish someone would ask you about horror but never does, Pan? Listen, I'm an open book about anything really, but is there a question I'd like somebody to ask me? Not really. General questions. It's not like I sit there and go, nobody really asked me about this, I mean, you always get the questions on what's your favorite, like what's your favorite horror franchise, Hellraiser, Nightmare, Freddy, all of that. So those are all the common ones. Take your time. Thanks, Pan. Shadow of a Doubt, says Ian Sharp. Another good Hitchcock movie. Yes. Strangers on a Train. There's something very, if you're in the Twilight Zone and that kind of decade and era, it's Strangers on a Train has got kind of a really cool vibe to it. Kind of noirish, but not. But if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, no, a horror question that somebody's never really asked me. Yeah, no, I've been doing this for getting close to 8 years now, and I think I've been asked every horror question out there. Everybody knows Rosemary's Baby, 1967 is my favorite movie of all time, horror film, and Mia Farrow, oh boy, in that film. Favorite of all the franchises, I would have to say. Let me throw it out there. I probably would say, oh God, see, now I'm sitting here going, oh, this is tough. This is tough. Because I would say Freddy, but I really enjoy Friday the 13th, but there's a lot of crap movies for Friday the 13th, but there's also a ton of crap movies for Halloween. But there are a lot of Halloween movies, and maybe there's better Halloween movies. So it's close between Freddy, Jason, and Michael. But oh my gosh, I think I would take the Freddy franchise. But characters, my favorite franchise character is still Pinhead. It's a shame that Hellraiser didn't put out better movies, that you've only got the first one and the second one. And then I kind of like the third one. Then you start to go off the rails, that's just kind of my thing. But anyways, Lon Chaney or Boris Karloff? Boris Karloff, 100%. Like Renault, but the others edge it out. Worst yet most popular prolific horror movie franchise. J.M. Brink, Boris Karloff, without a doubt. Boris Karloff has been in so many movies, and it's not just the horror movies, but he's been in some of my favorites. He's played these characters. I mean, hell, he was the monster, I mean, anyways, he also played in Abbott and Costello movies. You get him doing a lot of other stuff. Yeah, I don't even think it's close, in my opinion, for me. Lon Chaney is great. One of the greatest, man of a thousand faces. Listen, we know, but yeah, agree. Boris Karloff was born to horrify. I think so. I think the bad guy in Rosemary's Baby is the scariest. CM, that's not, Hitchcock. Worst yet most popular prolific horror movie franchise. Worst yet most popular prolific horror movie franchise. Are you asking me the worst out of the popular ones? I still might. It's a shame because, listen, Pinhead is my favorite, but if I have to pick a worst franchise after the first 2 or 3 movies, the first 2 movies, it's Hellraiser. That's the worst. But I was almost going to go to Halloween, but I can't say Halloween's the worst because the first one's just so good. 2 is really, really good. 3 is my favorite, but that doesn't include Michael Myers. And 4 and 5 and even 6 I enjoy. So these new ones, they're okay. So anyways, that's yeah, moving on. So I think I answered that. I better realize. Um, Lifeboat doesn't seem to get much love. No, terrible D, it doesn't. That's because it's not Lifeboat's not in the same category, I don't think, as those other movies. I really don't. It's just a notch below. Uh, I mean, I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. But Saw. Saw stinks. Amityville stinks. The first Saw movie had a good premise, had a good storyline. The screenplay was good. The writing was good, but I don't like that kind of gore to just kill for the kill and to shock people. But they put a good story behind it. After that, it just got ridiculous. And if again, I've said this a million times on the channel, if you're a serial killer and you want to see death and mayhem and have your night complete, put in a Saw movie, put in a Hostel movie. It'll just make your day. I think what you call torture porn is what they are, is just, it's an easy way out for horror. Not to say that there aren't some very disturbing, horrifying, gory movies that are good. Most of them are foreign. Korea, they put out some disturbing films, but they're not franchises. They're movies within themselves and done very well, but yet bordering that line between torture porn and a great horror flick. So it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I'm not a big fan of them either, Harry. I really am not. Madonna is playing Jigsaw in the newest one. Yes, Rover. I saw that meme out there. It's a shame. It's a shame. Mickey Rourke is the same. I loved Mickey Rourke. And what are we talking about? Madonna at the Grammys. She's if she left her face alone and did not do Botox, I tell people, I'm like, listen, grow old gracefully. Do not worry about Botox in the face, please. It's not supposed to be put in your body. It's not supposed to be put in your body. And over time, it creates this unnatural, fake looking face. And she became the most beautiful woman. And even at her age, if she didn't do Botox, we had Raquel Welch. She looked beautiful in her 70s. I mean, listen, you could look at Raquel Welch and go, holy Moses, you are how old? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I think Madonna could have done that same thing. But if you're living your whole life with beauty behind you and that's what made you popular, it becomes a body dysmorphic kind of thing. And it's sad. It's sad. Like I said, Mickey Rourke is the same way. A great actor. Somewhere along the way, somebody introduced him to Botox, and he just go look, type his name in. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Mickey Rourke destroyed his face when he was a boxer. No, see him. There's a difference between destroying your face from a sport like boxing and destroying your face from Botox. And Mickey Rourke, you can get the nicks and bumps. Jean-Claude Van Damme has a little knot right here on his forehead. It'll never go away. I kind of got one right here too. Yeah, I'm not going to lift the hat. Maybe I'll show you guys one day. Just like Jean-Claude Van Damme, it's from getting hit and the muscle tissue there. But he wasn't it doesn't mean you become an ugly man or ugly woman from even from boxing. I mean, heck, look at Mike Tyson, all the boxers, the UFC fighters. There's nicks and dings, and then there's Botox that bloats your face and smooths it out, and you have a. I think you know what I'm talking about. He lived very happy. D too. Chasing the Dragon. Welsh is rocking it. Botox is poison. Botox is fish lucy. Yeah, all of that stuff. Said well. Said well. James, what's going on? Surf's up. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get a question out here. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I'm going on. There is a tie, so let's kind of. Well, I'll go on to another question. Phil Jones has got 3. CM's got 3. Let me go to the next question. It's character. He lived very hard to coke, booze, Botox, CM. Yeah. CM, I agree, but I still think, yeah, listen, we'll agree that all of that is bad for your look, but you seen the dude in The Wrestler. Even with the Botox, the dude was, I mean, he's physically, he kept in shape. Anyways, we're moving on. Here's the next question. Get ready, Phil. Here we go. I can't wait to look incredibly old. Scare my neighbors, says Liam Shea. What the jeez? Oh boy. Okay, I'm sorry. Next question. Here we go. In which European country is Dario Argento's Suspiria based? That's all. I'm not even giving the answer. Well, you know what? Hold on. In which European country is Dario Argento's Suspiria based? A, Italy, B, Germany, C, France, or D, England? Later, Cyberpup, if you're going. Chow time. Gotta go. Puppy chow time. Oh, there we go. That was quick. I better realize. That gives you 2 points. So we must continue. We must continue. It is Germany. Germany B. In Italian filmmaker Dario Argento's 1977 supernatural horror Suspiria, Jessica Harper plays American ballet student Susie Banyan, who arrives in Freiburg, Germany, to study at the prestigious and co-ed Tanzdance Academy, partially based on the 1845 essay by Thomas de Quincey, Suspiria de Profundis. The acclaimed film was remade by Italian filmmaker Luca Guadagnino in 2018. Yeah, I butchered that name. And also featured Harper in a smaller role as Anki Meyer. So there you go. So that didn't break the tie, but we'll keep going. Yeah, listen, yeah, I mean, I'm not making fun of Madonna in any way. I feel bad that she has the body dysmorphia type thing that has got her where she is now. That just sucks. I better realize, Dino, question. What the hell happened to Dario Argento? He lost it, man. He lost it. He lost it. The spark was gone. Although there's people who will say that the new movie is great and that there were some other movies after the 80s there, the late 80s, like after Inferno and Tenebrae, and then it just all went to crap. Some people will say some of those movies are good. He lost it. He lost the spark. He lost the magic. And I think I'd better realize, I also think that whole giallo thing in the 80s, it peaked. Like we got the 70s. It was a different style. Then it flowed right into the 80s and started to become this kind of slasher giallo type thing that Dario Argento did so well. He was just he was a master at it. And we moved into the 90s and there was a whole different feel to everything, pop culture, movie making, society, everything just was different. I think you know what I'm talking about. Like every decade, things change, and I think the whole giallo, it didn't go so smoothly into the '90s, and on top of him just losing his spark, him and Daria kind of split there, and she kind of was a partner in crime a little bit during that decade. I'm just saying. I don't know how much. Well, actually, I know she had a lot to do with what Dario Argento was doing. They split. She was gone. He continued on. What happened? Put the pieces together. I don't know. Could be a coincidence. I think I'm getting him mixed up with someone else. He burned out and couldn't change with the times. So CM, yes, that's all part of it. Definitely. I do give credit to Daria for a lot of what he did too. That's just me. I once visited Berlin and realized I was on a street with demons. The Dream Demons was filmed. Very cool. Thank you, Connie. Phil Jones, you have no right saying anything that cool. Okay, so here we go. Next question. What did I miss? I once visited. Oh, okay, gotcha. Walking the same streets as demons. Okay, so next question. Here we go. Wait. Okay, here we go. Within the Woods. Within the Woods was the short film that preceded what 80s horror feature? A, The Thing. B, Near Dark. C, The Evil Dead. Or D, Sleepaway Camp. Oh, I love Daria. Yeah. Some Ordinary. Bro, what's going on? Bro, good to see you. Hey, what movie are we talking about? I'm kidding. Hope everyone is well. Yeah, you read the title? Listen, lots of BS in the night, man. But I'm managing to get some questions out there. So I'm hoping, let's see, who got it first here? What's going to happen is I'd Better Realize going to take the lead. Now there's a three-way tie between I'd Better Realize, Raphael, and Phil Jones. Three-way tie. Yes, it is C, The Evil Dead. C, The Evil Dead. I Better Realize Daria was damn cute when she was young. Yes, she was cute in the 80s. She's late 70s. I like older horror movies like Medieval Dead. Yes, Evil. Oh God, Dave Plouffe was. Okay, yeah. So it was The Evil Dead. The Evil Dead director Sam Raimi and star Bruce Campbell grew up together and started making Super 8mm films in their youth before coming up with a proof of concept short film called Within the Woods. This prototype eventually evolved into their debut feature film, 1981's The Evil Dead. Made for around $375,000, the film is now considered one of the staples of horror cinema, followed by 2 sequels, video games, a TV series, and even longer-running musical. There you go. Oh my God, I'm going to do another question. Slow fingers here, damn it. Usher, one who ushers. House of Usher. Let me do another question here because we got to break this tie. Head cheese. You know where I'm going? Head cheese. Head cheese was a working title for which Ed Gein inspired horror film? Head cheese was a working title for which Ed Gein inspired horror film? Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. I think I'm going to do some karaoke tonight. I wish you can Join me on VR. Get an Oculus. I'll send the link. Brain Dead. No, Terrible D got it. That was pretty quick. At James, I want to read that one. CBS Radio did a good job recreating it. Terrible D gets a point, so we didn't break the tie yet. 1 point to you. Yes, it is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Before settling on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, director, producer, and co-writer Tobe Hooper had considered calling his infamous 1974 slasher either Leatherface or Head Cheese. He went with its current title after he came up with a chainsaw at Leatherface's weapon of choice while waiting in a busy hardware store. For the record, Leatherface was used as the title for the 2017 prequel, which was the 8th installment in the TCM franchise. And we go on and on and on with more in the franchise because Hollywood says, what do we do next? We continue going on. But yet we haven't had a Freddy movie yet. I know talks are out there, but we are yet to have a new Nightmare on Elm Street. And yeah, and we did get finally another Hellraiser, but nah. Anyways, oh, and don't forget, you guys, tonight, it is going to be a Richard Diamond night. So all night long, Richard Diamond. You can't go wrong with Richard Diamond. I mean, come on. I mean, really? Do I got to explain myself? Does I got to explain myself? Anyways, we got to break the tie yet. We got to break the tie. Need a new Jason movie, a good one. Yes. We need a good, enough of the fan films. Enough, I mean, albeit there's an audience for them. Is there? Wait a second. Is there an audience for the fan films? I guess there is. But no, we need a real movie. Some of the fan films are okay, but we need a real movie and a good one. So there you go. Love fisticuffs. Yes, Richard Diamond. Give me some fisticuffs. You splain them, man. You splain them, Pan. That's right. Okay, so let's break this tie. Come on, you guys. At the end of Donnie Darko, what crashes through the roof into the title character's bed? So at the end of Donnie Darko, what crashes through the roof into the title character's bed? Was it A, jet engine, B, a meteor, C, oak tree, or D, drone? And the answer is, just writing something down here, making sure I get the points in. Did they ever make a Gremlins 3? Oh, God. Yeah, let's bring back Pumpkinhead. Listen, we're going on and on about enough with the remakes already and going on. Although, listen, we need, we could go on with some of them. Okay, who got it first here? I think it's, well, listen, 4 points in a row for I'd Better Realize. I think it's 4 points in a row. So that kind of puts you in the lead there. You got 4 points. Yes, it is a plane engine, the jet engine, known for its highly debated ending. The sci-fi psychological thriller Donnie Darko, 2001, is infamous for being difficult to follow. Nonetheless, the Richard Kelly film, his debut feature, has gained a cult following over the years, while the nightmarish Frank the Rabbit has become a popular Halloween costume. A highly panned sequel, S. Darko, arrived in 2009. Let's not talk about that. But yes. So I Better Realize it's 4 points. Car, says Dave Plouffe. They should make a car too. Phil cheated. Haha, I got it wrong. The House of the Seven Gables. Wow. Wow. Okay. Should I do another question? Every time I hear Donnie Darko. Well, no, I better realize. Let's see. I better realize wins 4 points, CM with 3, Phil Jones with 3, Raphael with 1, and Terrible D with 1. So, not as long of a trivia night, but had fun. Thanks, Dino and Mods. I hate that film. Peace and blessings. Take care, everyone. Okay, CM. Hope to see you overnight. Jimmy D, what's going on? If I had $1 for every time Terrible D dressed up as Frank. Yeah. Oh, did I ever say? I'm sorry, Roger S. Max. Did I ever say hi to you? I'm sorry if I didn't. But much love to you, my friend. Good to see you. The House of the Seven Gables, real Nathaniel Hawthorne's Gothic novel about the fictional Pyncheon family who lived during the Salem witch trials, was inspired by a real house in Salem, Massachusetts. Very cool. Yeah. Listen, I know this was a little bit different, you guys, a little bit laid back, and I just decided to come on and stream, do some questions, chill, and it is what it is. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And any last questions before I before I go? Any last questions before I go? Skip dinner to be here. Oh, J.M. Brink. Well worth the hunger. Thank you. Listen, I mean, I don't know. Again, just hanging out with friends, man. That's kind of all this was today. Although we did get a winner with I Better Realize. 4 points, pulled it out. 4 in a row, man. Honestly, best part of Donnie Darko was Tears for Fears song. Oh, I need to put that up on the screen. Yes, Tears for Fears. And Pan, it's good to have you in the chat. Hope to see you again. This Saturday is going to be a pretty cool trivia night, and it's not even trivia. It's I'm going to put up a picture of a movie from a horror film. One that it's going to take a few minutes to think about, a couple minutes, whatever. Somebody might get it right away, but you're going to look at the picture, and it's not going to be obvious, but you're going to look at it and go, huh. And then the first person to get what horror movie that is gets a point. And we're going to continue to do that. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good show. But definitely good to have you in the chat this evening. G Stringer Commando. What the heck? I did copy and paste. Cannot take credit for that show. Let's see. What's this, Dave Fluffet? I need help with a movie title. In the movie, there is a guy killed in the bathroom by paper cuts that the killer summons this wind to swirl the paper around. Did somebody answer it? Because is City of the Walking Dead originally called The Gates of Hell? Some ordinary bra. We'll talk about that. I think in a couple weeks. I pushed that. That sounds great. Oh, that's a great idea, Dino. Oh yeah, it's visual trivia. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be fun. Commando. Every once in a while, just gotta go raw. What the heck? Dave Pluffet, I can't think of it. Toilet paper, kill in bathroom paper cuts. I'm drawing a blank, so I can't help you, Dave. I'm sorry, because I know how that feels to not know. But yeah, some ordinary bra. Plenty of giallo still coming. Continuing on. Had a good one this Sunday. Going to have another one. They're probably most likely going to be Sundays now, because Wednesdays, I think, Elise can't, join me for Wednesdays for work and stuff like that. So, and she's got a video Friday, The Haunting of Hill House. So she'll be talking about that. And then we'll do Giallo on Sunday, Saturday trivia. Going to be a fun time. Lots of that building a fire next time piece. Cool, Schultzy. enjoy, my friend. And yeah, I guess not much else to say. Get the hose piece and hurry back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, with that said, let's see. Where are we at? If you missed Frankenstein trivia last night, that was fun. Um, doesn't look like the history of old time radio segments are going very well. The last one, history of old time radio, CBS Mystery Theater, uh, we're sitting at about 400 views. So yeah, I guess maybe on those ones. I mean, I'm still going to try to put one out every now and then, just because I'd like to continue that, or maybe I'll do that on Dino's Duck Soup. But I will definitely still keep trying to get those out. Anyways, much love. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me here. Really appreciate it. And as always, peace to you all.